Hello everyone. This creepypasta you're about to hear is an original from Bubobubo Mystery Incorporated. Enjoy! Our kingdom is under constant siege from invisible demons. Vulnerable people are at risk. I will be completely honest. I do not condemn the lack of runic necklaces in public and crowded areas. Right now, it is of utmost importance to wear them if we want to keep ourselves and our loved ones safe. As you know, to prevent this tragedy from continuing, we have to stop, at all costs, from awakening. Especially since we have been told that the consequences are dire, not only for the most vulnerable of our kingdom, but for everyone close to us. So, please, keep the lead necklaces on! And again, please distance yourself as much as possible from your community. Nonetheless, before anything, we have to realize how lucky we are that the curse of Mephistopheles did not hit us as viciously as in the other villages. They are suffering the consequences of not implementing draconian restrictions to save lives. Thankfully, our kingdom has been shielded for now from this next and more deadly wave of demonic possessions. However, the number of insidious manifestations is now rising. The Council of Bishops has confirmed that this coming winter will be tragic. The mass divinations conducted have tripled and have concluded on an all-time high of symptomless possessions of Mephistophelian possession 10L. Consequently, the access to the already closed taverns, guild parties, masquerades and tournaments have been postponed for another 2 weeks. Now, for the ones that don't believe in Mephisto possession 10B, I repeat what the Council of Bishops has already stated on the dangers of possessions. The MP5 is not that dangerous. For 9 in 10 people that are possessed, the symptoms are mild, leaving only mild migraines, a sense of isolation and depression. The Meph possession 7B, on the other hand, can be lethal. The most vulnerable are at great risk of death from it, especially the elderly and the people with underlying health conditions. That's what happened to my uncle, who had many underlying health conditions. Indeed, after 2 heart transplants, living with diabetes for over 30 years and surviving lung cancer with only 1 lung, my uncle passed away last month, aged 97, in an intensive exorcism camp. The cause of his death? MP 19.6b. If only people had worn their protective necklaces and followed community distancing rules. Yet, some people still question the existence of the Mephistophelian possession 1A. How much until they understand that the Mephistophelian possession is not an ordinary curse? It is more deadly than the average flu. Just to remind you, the symptoms include hunger, fatigue, sadness, and sometimes diarrhea. Don't forget that you can catch Meph possession 9C if you look at someone not wearing the heavy, thick, protective necklace reinforced with magical runes. Yet, remember, the lead necklace does not prevent you from catching Mephisto possession 7B. Now, even if you already drank experimental demon juice to protect yourself from an eventual Mephilo possession 7CD, it does not guarantee to stop transmission of Mepis P7N nor Mephioli 6A. Once all of our population has been given the 3rd dose of more experimental demon's blood, we will finally be able to travel and enjoy small things in life. I will finally start working again. We have to believe. Our leaders tell us there is a light at the end of this tunnel. We just need to persevere and sacrifice just a little more. Remember, we are doing all of this to protect our clerical systems from getting overwhelmed and save lives so we can finally go back to normality. Because right now, I must admit, it is very difficult to live. We can't exit our tiny homes without a valid reason. We must remain ready for an exorcist inspection at all times, and hospitals are closed. There is no work, so it is difficult to make month's end paying the bills, yet the food prices keep increasing. I am tired of eating salted old food, but we have to keep performing sacrifices to keep the new demons of Mephistopheles at bay. Once again, we have to protect the most vulnerable for some reason. So, if you are not sure if you are possessed or not, just take a simple divination test. It costs a lot, 500 gold, but it's all paid for by the kingdom, so it's free, right? I am grateful that our great and benevolent chiefs and priests keep us safe and protected from this invisible threat. Again, if you really want to go back to normality, it is about time to stop manifesting and rebelling. Just apply the community distancing rules and we will make it through this. If we do not obey our pastors, our clerical system will get overwhelmed and our chiefs will have to again proceed to extrajudicial burnings and executions to protect us from Mephiol Pos 11C. It is a tragedy, but if they have to burn someone, it should be the Mephis Possession 3 ABC deniers. It is because of them that everything has changed. It is because of them that I lost my job, and it is because of them that my wife left me. If only they would wear the protective necklaces tied around their necks and drink demon's blood to protect their community. From Mepholis Possession 8ZX, we would be back to normality in no time. And we would actually start enjoying life. Just today, I have listened to the holy message from the great cardinal, the chosen to lead our nation in these dark times of crisis. He was granted absolute power by the people until the Mephistophelian curses are gone. Today, he stated firmly that there will be no return to normality because the priests have once again discovered a new variant of the Mephistopheles possession, the MP 5.9L9 that is impervious to this sort of experimental demon's blood. And therefore will have to learn and above all get accustomed to life in the present conditions for the foreseeable future. Furthermore, the Great Democratic Assembly of Cardinals has decided that all who refuse to drink the new experimental demon's blood mixed blue Mars will be considered enemies of the state and their property will be confiscated extrajudicially. The same will happen to individuals that the high clerical system suspects of willingly becoming possessed and or defying the state. Hereby, the right to a trial has been suspended and the burnings at the stake will resume in force. Furthermore, the lockdown will be prolonged by another 2 weeks. Finally, I hope that these strong measures will teach PM66 deniers that this is a serious matter and it is time to believe the experts that clearly have no conflicts of interest. Now, I think that after 10 years of MP waves, it is time to believe in PM11. It is time to believe in the actual experts. They clearly have our best interests in mind. Why would they lie to us? I believe in our kingdom, I believe in our priests, I believe in MP11C, I believe in the community distancing rules, I believe in the efficacy of demon's blood, I believe in the protective powers of the heavy and thick lead necklace I have tied around my neck. I will stop now. I hear someone knocking at my door. Thank you for watching. There will be more soon. And remember, sleep with one eye open.